functions. Being an edupreneur, she takes equal interest in school, colleges, and universities. She tries to contribute in academics, cultural events, extracurricular activities, and all aspects that can help every student to benefit. Under her leadership, she navigates the path of learning and performing opportunities for her employees. She empowers all to be at their best. Single-handedly, she also always wearing a smile. She sets up new ventures for the university, colleges, and for its students. She is the recipient of Mother Teresa International Award for Education. Her latest award, apart from Excellence Award in Private Education at the Education Excellence Award by 24 Ghanta, the Bharat Dignity Award, she won the most promising woman leader in the field of education by News 18. She is associated with other philanthropy organizations. Monoshit, the brainchild of Manushi Rai Choudhury, is not only a mental wellness forum addressing the psychological needs of the students and staff of Techno India Group, as well as others outside the group, but it also works towards the management of an area of contemporary concerns such as stress, behavioral issues, learning disabilities, substance dependence, just to name a few. Jhore Jole Jongole in Jharkhali, Sundarbans is a unique co-tourism resort, offers modern facilities amidst serene ambience of the Gangetic Delta with its ornate interiors portraying the colors and flavors of different states of Bengal. Professor Manushi Rai Choudhury really in reality possesses a heart of gold. She enables her to meet the educational and socio-economic development needs of students in Amtala by establishing a school along with a new building, clean washrooms, books, uniforms, supportive teaching staff. One of our dream project, Techno Olympica Nights, was held at 43 schools, 700 plus students in 11 various kind of sports participated. You know that Shwaro Ganguly came for the closing ceremony, and we had a huge closing ceremony over here. A strong woman like her values every other strong woman. To honor Professor Manushi Rai Choudhury organized Labonno Annual Woman Award Ceremony to salute every woman for the immense contribution to society, and the first award has gone to none other than the first chairperson in 206 years of history of the State Bank of India, and now the CEO of Salesforce Asia Pacific, Mrs. Arundhati Bhattacharya. A good round of applause for Manushi Rai Choudhury. Now today is a different scenario altogether. Today we have not come here to listen to motivation or stuff like that. No shairis, no poetry, and nothing like that. This is an important year. This is the 75th year of independence, and we are celebrating Azadi Ki Amrit Mahotsav. Now in this Azadi Ki Amrit Mahotsav, we felt that the most important part, as I felt, was budget profiling. And the budget, I'm trying to go in a lucid way before the experts come up. The budget consists of three main stuff: that's the size of the budget, the income of the budget, and the expenditure of the budget. Now the size of this very budget is 45.03 lakh crores. 45.03 lakh crores. And what are the major incomes? Where does the major income in the budget comes from? The major income comes from borrowing and other facilities. Borrowing, dhanya. Borrowing other facilities is the main income. The second is corporate tax, the third is income tax, and the fourth is GST. Now this corporate tax and income tax together makes the direct taxes, and the GST makes the indirect taxes. On direct taxes, my friend Dinesh is going to speak. On indirect taxes, my friend Abhishek is going to do. Now expenditure, what are the expenditures in the budget? The main expenditures is the state share from the central budget. The interest payment. After the state share, the main expenditure is interest payment. Then there are central sector schemes and a huge defense budget for our country. Now, what have been the achievement in the last 10 years? What have been the achievement? We have a major achievements. In the last 10 years, India has grown from a number 10th position in the world economic size or world economic position to the 5th position. We are the 5th largest economy in the world. A good round of applause for India to be the 5th largest in 10 years time. Major achievements last 10 years. Last year, 220 crore vaccination throughout the country of India. 220 crore, and madam, thanks to you that we have been a part of this vaccination program. The per capita income has doubled. In last 10 years, the per capita income has doubled, and now the per capita income is like 2 lakhs per year. There has been 11.7 crores of household toilets. 11.7 crores of household toilets in the last 10 years. There was 47.8 crore bank accounts. 47.8 crore bank accounts out of 140 crore population. New bank accounts, 47.8 crores. Now what does we have heard of? We have heart of Amrit Kal. So what was the vision for Amrit Kal? Three visions. The first, opportunities for citizens with a focus on youth. Opportunity for citizens with a focus on youth. The second Amrit Kal vision is growth in job opportunities. The third is strong and stable macroeconomic environment. Now this budget, we have heard, the Shoptorshi, or the priorities for the government. So the first, inclusive development. The second, reaching the last mile. The third, infrastructure in investment. The fourth, unleashing the potential. The fifth, green revolution. The sixth, youth power. And the seventh, the financial sector. So a little a statement on each of them. For inclusive development, we have the agricultural sector, and there is a huge boost in agriculture sector, and there is a huge involvement of even the technical persons who are not in agriculture in the agricultural sector. Second, the health sector. The health sector has focused on affordable health, and 2.1% of the GDP has gone on the health sector. There has been announced 157 additional nursing colleges and many, many more medical colleges. The third is accessible education and skilling. 2.9% of the GDP has been allotted to education, and there has also been National Digital Library. The second in the Saptarshi, reaching the last mile. We have the Prime Minister Development Mission and others. The third, investment in infrastructure. 33.4% of the total outlay of the budget. 33.4% of the total outlay of the budget, or 10 lakh crores, has been allocated for infrastructure development, which drives the economy. If there is infrastructure, if there is empowerment of financial empowerment infrastructure, then only the economy grows. The fourth is unleashing the potential. We have Virod Se Biswas scheme. The fifth is green growth, the stress on unconventional energy, the solar energy, the hydro energy, and all the others energy. The sixth is youth power. This empowering the youth. We have the Prime Minister Kaushal Yojana, Skill India digital platform. And the seventh is the financial sector, setting up National Financial Infrastructure Register. Setting up National Financial Infrastructure Register, which will take an account. And there is a 9,000 crore infusion in the MSME sector. 9,000 crore in the MSME sector. The details on this will be elaborated by the knowledgeable panelists in the auditorium, in the dais, and I would request all of them to explain in a very lucid manner, so that it gives a new vision or a new paradigm shift from the what the industry is reacting, because you are the people who are going to drive the country forward. And it's an important time where the G20 summit is going held, and India is the president of the G20 summit. We have been a major contributor to the environment. The mangroves mangroves, West Bengal forms 50% of the mangroves, which are responsible for taking out the carbon from the environment. And we are going to do a lot more on that. And I hope that it has been a good budget. I know what the panelists are speaking, but on a personal front, I have found that most of the issues has been directed, and we are on the right path. As far as me is concerned, this is a personal statement, not on behalf of the organization, not on behalf of anyone, but I feel that has been a budget that has looked forward. I will now request our co-chancellor, Techno Indian University, and co-chair of Techno Group to give the opening remarks. Ma'am. So 1 minute. Thank you. I'm very happy to find that Mr. Rupak Badua, Director and Group CEO, AMRI Group of Hospitals, has arrived. So he is going to talk on the health, on the impact of the budget on health, and we are going to facilitate him before we start the program.